Okay, so now you guys know how to find scholarships and what you should be writing. Now we're going to talk a little bit about how to write it. I know that a really hard part about writing essays is just the time of it. It can be a very time-consuming process. So I'm going to go over how to write good essays and how to write them quickly. It all really begins with the drafting process. Drafting allows you to get all your ideas out, sort of splay them out for the world to see, and then how to organize your thoughts in a productive outline. The outline is then going to be sort of like the skeletons that you build your final draft on, your final essay. And of course, after your final, you would want someone to look at it, double check, make sure it's good, polish it up. But we're basically just going to go over the easiest ways to write an essay quickly. So, if the first thing is going to be drafting. What I like to do for drafting is something called a mind map, as you can see here. So, what you do is you put the prompt in the circle and then you write down as many ideas as you can coming out of the prompt. So, who is a person that inspires you? For me, I chose my grandmother. We called her Nani. And I put her as a person that inspired me. These are all things related to my grandmother. She was an immigrant from Mexico. She dropped out of high school, but then pursued higher education. She was married to my grandfather in an interracial marriage. And then she also had a daughter who passed away when she was in her adulthood. So, all of these things are things that I admire, either how she handled it or how her strength showed through it. And how it led her to then become a stronger person. So this is kind of this is the prompt, and then these are the general things that you think of when this prompt comes to light. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to expand on my various ideas. Okay, so her immigration story inspires me. What about it inspires me? Her education inspires me. What about it inspires me? So then you're going to go through and you're going to point off different aspects of each subject which inspires you. Now, I prefer to do this handwritten. I have a sketchbook that I have, which is just full of mind maps and stuff like that. I just did it on the computer to give a better idea of what that is. If you prefer it online, you can do Lucid app. You do have to pay for it, or you could just do the free trial like I am. But I would highly recommend doing mind maps. So here is the general how to get it started. And now I'm going to show you guys a more completed mind map and what you do after that. Okay, this is the completed mind map. Again, I did this on my notebook and then I sort of transferred it over here. But this is a completed mind map. So here again, we have immigration, education, marriage, and Aurora. So basically, you write down every single thought that you have that can come out of these four main themes that you have been able to come off from this prompt. And again, there's nothing too whacked out. There's nothing too weird. Just write down everything you think of. And then some of the things that you think of are going to spawn more ideas. And then you just keep going. So this is kind of what a completed mind map is going to look like. Then what you're going to do is take this mind map and then use it to create an outline. You're going to use this as sort of the guiding tracks for your outline. So what you can do, and what I often find people do, is use these as sort of your topic sentences for each paragraph, and then use all of these as supporting evidence for the rest of your story. And now, okay, in a second, I'm going to show you what an outline will look like. So from this mind map, you can then create your outline. So basically what you do with the outline is you take each of the wisps sort of coming off of each main point, and then you sort of make them into the different points you're going to hit on. So this is going to be my first paragraph. It's going to be about immigration. This is what I'm going to talk about in that paragraph. This is going to be my second paragraph, what I'm going to talk about. So it kind of gives you a lineup of everything that you need to hit in your essay. I also included that in the top, I'm going to do an intro, and then in the bottom, I'm going to do an anecdote ending to sort of add some sweetener to the mass that is this big paragraph. So, or these several paragraphs. So here is the finished product. This is the essay that I wrote. I started with an intro. This second paragraph here is about her immigration. Then it's about her education. then it's about her marriage, and then it's about her experience with Aurora. And as you can see, I did end up, merging paragraphs. I changed it a little bit here and there, but I followed this outline. At the end, I have an anecdote about my experience with her and how much I loved her and how I felt when I was around her. So these are just easy ways to do drafting, making an outline, and then making your final essay. This whole experience with the mind map draft, the outline, and then writing the essay could take you feasibly no more than an hour. If you spend 15 minutes working on your mind map, 10 minutes working on your outline. The outline should not take much time if you just grab each of the things that you think about. And then the rest of your time writing your essay, the writing won't be much work because you have most of it already written. You just have to add words to it. This is an easy way to write an essay. This is about 500 words in under an hour. And it's a good essay. I've been able to use it. I've been able to reuse it. So this is just the easiest way I have found of writing a decent essay, high quality, in a short amount of time.